Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here to complain about Madden Ultimate Team, and talk about the fatal flaws of the game mode. So, just a precursor to all this, I absolutely love the concept of Madden Ultimate Team, or MUT. I think it's an amazing concept. You get to build your dream team with all your favorite players, or maybe some of your favorite players, and you get to put them on a different team, and then you just get to group all these people together. You can have a legendary quarterback like Donovan McNabb throwing up passes to Julio Jones, and it's this really amazing idea, but instead you get this microtransaction driven piece of shit, and you just have to look around and question what's going on in the minds of the developers and EA. Um, Obviously, if you just look at what they do with the game, Madden Ultimate Team is where EA makes all its money from Madden. Um, they sell packs all the time. It's like they've had promos all year since the game came out, and that's not a coincidence. It's not like just fan service. They're doing this to make money, and they're making a lot of money. Um, it creates a real sense of complacency for them, since your main moneymaker isn't the game itself. It isn't selling copies. It's this game mode within the game that doesn't need much innovation in itself. It's just release new cards. Have people that are willing to do card art, stat checking, and that's it. Not balancing, not anything else. Just create cards, and that's all you need. And that's, like I said, the main reason that things are being taken out or switched up or removed from the game. There's a lot of things within the past 5 years even that have been just taken out of the game for no explicable reason. Probably because they were too hard to keep in the game, or it was just cheaper to take it out and nobody would really complain about it. One of the things I remember from earlier Maddens is the ability to always have a receiver be trailed by a corner, so you could essentially lock have a lockdown corner. But that was taken out so many years ago. I don't even remember when it was. Uh, Honestly, it escapes me. It's been gone for so long, and nobody's been able to say anything because nobody really cares. So my main issue with Madden Ultimate Team and the microtransaction-driven culture that's permeated around it is that the cards are not worth it. They're not worth like real life money. It I find it astonishing that this is Madden's moneymaker. Like, this is what sells it, because I've never considered buying a pack seriously. I was like, oh yeah, $100 bundle for some fucking cards. Like, I'm sorry, no, they have an extremely small window of viability. Extremely small. You look at the promos that just passed up, like, well, not even just passed up, most feared. Um, the Christmas promos, the Ultimate Freeze promos, all those. I remember the Matthew Stafford. I wanted him very badly during that promo. He was worth 100K, and right now he's worth 12. That was 4 months ago. I mean, he's a 92 overall quarterback. Like, you know, it's just really weird that these cards have no viability past a couple of months past their release, and like people spend hundreds of dollars to pull these cards. The Randy Moss that was released into the game, the 96 Ultimate Freeze one, that was exploited to the point where they had to like price fix him again because of a glitch in the game. And that, like, it was inflation. It devalued everybody's investment on that card. And like here I pulled an actual good card. Trey Flowers, the only good pull of the pack opening. Shocker. Um, it just took away all of his value and essentially everybody's money that they put into the game. And then you look at his value now, he's not worth coins, but he's worth something in game. And that's just really weird how that works out. It confuses me how people will spend money on something that loses its value in game for an in game purchase with real life money. I don't know. Um, Another thing is that cards are worthless in August. Like every time the game is released, that time, yeah. In 4 months, every card that you bought is useless. You have no use for it. It's not going to be used anymore. Look at your Madden 16 Ultimate Team. You don't play it. You could have a 95 overall team. I have 95 overall teams in every Ultimate Team since its inception in like 2010. Pretty sure that's when it came out. That's at least when I started playing. I didn't see it in '09, so I'm just going off of what I know. It came out in 2010. I've had 90 plus overall teams, and I've never gone back to any of my teams, not even to look at their overalls or what players I had. And like right now, this is the only thing I think about. Like, what players do I have? How can I improve my team? What can I do here? And they're just useless every August. So I don't, spending money on this is beyond me. I don't understand it at all. Along with that, the stats are just for show for the most part. I mean, you look at all the examples of route running being useless below 96, having no change on any player's route running ability until that elite threshold. And couple that with the fact that people only run a couple of routes online, and you're just confused on why people would want a better receiver with better route running or anything other than better speed or catching, for any any reason. There's a lot of useless stats in game. Essentially, you only look for like speed, carrying, like the stats that they show you on the card when you're comparing them. Like they know the fucking problem. They just don't care. You look at these useless stats of awareness, strength, ball carrying vision, things that inflate their overall, but not make them a better player because none of those really affect your gameplay. Maybe strength. I feel like that has more of an impact than it used to. In previous Maddens, I feel like heavier backs truck better or bigger receivers catch better uh, aggressive catches, which don't get me started on aggressive catches, but those they don't really do much for the game. They don't really add anything. And they advertise them and like try to push them on you as, oh, this will make your players so much better, so you should really push to get this and buy a 20-pack bundle or buy this promo pack and it's $50, but like you're guaranteed a player. We don't know if it's the one that's worth 20K or the one that's worth 200K, but you'll get one. So I don't I don't understand that. Um, Also, one of the biggest issues, which I'm shocked that nobody has addressed on any level, is the gambling factor in this microtransaction system. It, I mean, I don't know the like definition for gambling, but it's pretty close to what's happening here. You look at a slot machine, you put in a small amount of money, and you try to wait for this big payout, but it's like real money that comes back out at you. Instead, with Ultimate Team, you're going for virtual money that comes back at you in these players or the coins that they can provide you if you sell them. So packs are all luck the same way slot machines or gambling or like blackjack tables or anything like that. It's just all luck. You can't be good at opening packs. There's no skill involved. There's nothing that makes you a better pack opener than anybody else other than opening more packs. You, you don't get better at opening packs. You just open more packs. And it creates a real play to win culture around Ultimate Team. A great concept that is ruined by just throwing money at the game. Literally every problem with Ultimate Team is solved with money. Hey, I want this awesome player. I think I'm going to buy a 100-pack bundle or $100 bundle and try to get this player, or at least get enough players that I can sell to get this player. And it's just completely unrepresentative of skill. You can't, there's no reason to try hard online if these people just get better players or not better players, but faster players or stronger players or something like that. Because most of the players are basically the same. It just it makes it unfair because these people walk around with 99 overall God squads because they spent $1,000 on the game, and you're just sitting over here, me with my funky ass 93 overall, you know, and I don't buy anything. I just do my solos. I don't really play head to head anymore for that reason, that it's completely unfair to people like me who just play for free in a game that I already bought with money. I'm not going to spend more money on a fucking game mode that isn't useful past August every year, you know? Um, it's my personal belief that that shit should be illegal, that these packs are being sold for so much money. If they were cheaper, maybe, yeah, but that there's a lot of money people spend on this game, and it's like coded as pack opening and like this fun thing that you do, but it's really gambling. It's 100% like everything in this game has a monetary value to it. You look at some of your players and like you see they're worth 100K or 200K, or like he's worth 1,000,000 coins. You could go on these coin selling sites and look at the per 100K rate in dollars, and you'll like calculate that to like, holy shit, my player's worth $800 or like something crazy, and you're just sitting there, or like $80, not $800. I don't think there's anybody that expensive. Vic is like $100 card because he's worth a mil, and some of these sites sell. It's an expensive card. So like pulling Michael Vick during his career tribute promo was like a big deal. Like you could have gotten a lot of money out of that if you sold the card and then sold your coins online, which EA is trying to make illegal for, corrupt reasons, but whatever. It's also extremely fraudulent and deceptive to disguise this as a non-gambling act. I mean, it's all luck-based. You're throwing money at it, and you might get nothing out of it. You might just throw money at something and get absolutely no reward, not even, or just enjoyment, essentially just the joy of gambling. And it's something that's proven very addictive for some people, and something that could potentially ruin lives in the same way gambling does. Um, it's also the reason people don't play electronic slots, or at least don't try to, because they have a calculated like rate of this person's going to win. EA can do the exact same thing with the pull rates and set it so low to the point where you have to buy a certain amount of packs to be able to get this card. So you could get lucky, get one pack and get a limited time pull. A lot of people do that. I've done that. My only limited time pull in Ultimate Team ever, keep in mind I've been playing for 7 years, was this year from a free pro pack that I got from completing a set. So, I mean, I don't buy anything, and that I think that's the main reason why I don't get anything, because I don't open enough, or at least not enough for their standards or their liking. But this isn't going to be all about complaining. I actually do have a couple of points of resolution for um, this problem in Ultimate Team of driving microtransactions. As you see, I pulled nothing in a 50 Pro Pack bundle, other than that, Trey Flowers and like 9 other elite items. So 50 packs, 9 elite items. Like I said, the pull rates are shitty because they want them to be shitty because they want you to get more. Also, I bought this with coins, so it could be different. I'm not saying it is, but it's not beyond my realm of belief that they would do that. But anyways, my resolution would be to allow for more coins to be made from not pulling packs and spending money like it was in older iterations of MUT. For example, they had better sets and collections back in the day. I don't want to be like one of those guys. It was better back in the day, but it actually was like sets meant something. You could do people based on where they went to college or what team they played for in like a real lasting way. Like it didn't go away after a month, like the team heroes did. I'm not mad that they went away after a month, but like they stopped it completely after the season, which is insanely lazy. It doesn't take much out of you to just pick a player from the team that starts and just, hey, he's a team hero, you know? You just do that, but just adding better sets that give you more than a player or anything other than MUT Master being worth, not even worthwhile doing, but worth coins doing, as you see me getting nothing from the quick sells. Also adding more worthwhile solos that will make it more worth your time doing, unlike the Journey 1 solos, the team challenges, or the Ultimate Seasons, which are waste of time. You get nothing out of it. There's no coin reward. And discontinuing the Gauntlet, of course, was upsetting. And head-to-head being worth nothing. You play 11 online games for less than 20k. You know, where's the reward? It's just, it's kind of unfair. And the 20k is only if you win out. Like, you actually have to win the whole thing. And then you might get 20k or around 20k. So it's just kind of dumb. I don't agree with how they shell out the coins to players that actually want to play the game instead of spend money. I guess we just gotta like change the way EA thinks about us, like the way we spend our money on things that are not the base game. We have to get them to change what they're doing by standing up and saying, "Hey, we're not going to let you drive microtransactions down our throat. We're not going to buy your packs or your bundles or anything but the game until you create a better game or do something to innovate." We just got to force them to correct themselves with our wallets. I guess that's all I got to say about that. Thank you for listening.